Hey, it's JC. Welcome to Urban Life Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and jungle survival. Today we're going to have a look at 8 urban EDC hacks with paper clips. And you really want to stick around for the last one, as that might help you out for a potential urban disaster situation. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, do check out my shop links in the description and pinned comment for some cool original stuff. Thanks. I've wanted to make this video for about 9 months now, but I really wanted to have a good collection of ideas so that they're really valuable to you since you're spending your time watching this video. I've got 8 hacks, but I'll talk about the paper clips first. And the paper clips are stainless steel, and the most common size that you probably carry will be 2 inches or maybe slightly less, 1.5 inches. But I think 2 inches is good, and recently I've been carrying these 3-inch larger paper clips as well. They are thicker, so stronger, and also have good applications for larger tasks. So I think carrying both sizes actually can be very useful. Well, let's talk about the hacks now. The first hack is really 2 hacks in one because I think it's just too obvious. And the first is, if you happen to have a broken zipper pull, then you could of course just replace that so that you can open a pouch or a bag. Very simple. The second hack of this first hack is really just to make it as a keychain. Again, these are just so obvious, but for the sake of completeness, I'm really putting it out there. The next hack is also very simple but practical for an urban environment, and that's to manage your cables. If you're at the office or you're at your desk and you just want to manage your cables, even if it's temporarily, if you don't have any sort of cable management system, you can just coil it up and use that just like that. Simple, but an effective hack. Now, one thing I would suggest, if you are carrying paper clips, even if you're carrying just one, what I would suggest is you actually sharpen one end. And that's what I've done over here. So let's just see if we can bring it to the camera. You can see that point, that sharpened, as well as this point right over there. So if a needle point, now this is quite sharp. I won't say it's super razor sharp, but definitely sharp, and you can use a diamond plate sharpener to sharpen it. Doesn't take more than, I would say 3 minutes, and you can get it to a nice point, and then you clean it up. And if you ever need a needle, I'm not for stitching wounds or anything, but if you need any kind of a sharp piercing point, this could work. And if you need to, let's say, access a SIM card from a device, that can be used to press it as well. So I think that's quite useful, just to sharpen the points of paper clips that you carry around. Now let's talk about using the paper clip as a screwdriver. Now, this really works depending on the screws that you're working with and the size of the paper clip. So with something like that, if you have a flathead screwdriver, I think that's easy enough. You could just put that in and you could turn it. All right, get the torque. Oh, this is pretty tight. Well, that's probably because this is a metal screw in wood. Yeah, and we get that turned, as you can see. Now, if you have a Phillips head, that would be pretty tough. You might not be able to fit it in. You can try, but there is a limitation depending on how small, again, your paper clip is. And in fact, this one does turn, so that's actually pretty good. You could also fashion the paper clip to form kind of a head like that. Now, the way I did this was not with a pair of pliers, but I just found some furniture which had a gap, and I put it in, and then I pressed them together and I bent it. So I'm sure you can find something in your urban environment to create that. And then you get a bit of torque here because there's just that extra length. And again, depending how strong your paper clip is, you will be able to turn it. As you can see, I'm turning this. The head should have been bigger for this one, but just giving you that idea. As you can see, it's turning, but it doesn't fit for this Phillips head screwdriver. But in a pinch, if it works for you, paper clips can be a screwdriver. If you have a whole bunch of paper clips, you can link them together to form a chain. If you need cordage, you can fashion a hook from the end one. And if you need to, let's say, fish something out of a drain, you could drop that in and hook it up. Or if you've got a magnet like that, you can attach that. And if you need to pick up, let's say, a key or something that's dropped in the drain once again, you could drop that down, get that to stick, and bring it up. So very simple, but again, an urban EDC hack. Hack number 7 is to make a pair of tweezers out of a paperclip, and this is the 3-inch paperclip. What I did was I opened it up and then I coiled it around a pen to form this pair of tweezers. And now you have a spring-loaded pair of tweezers that you can use. And here's a pro tip: if you really want the paperclip to feel good about itself, don't use a cheap pen, use a titanium EDC bolt action pen. You'll really feel good. And now for the final hack. One of the worst urban disasters that you can find yourself in is being at a party full of kids who are misbehaving and coming up to you and just disturbing you. Now that is a situation I do not want my worst enemy to be in, but if you find yourself in that situation, this hack here might save your life. So basically you need some kind of currency, just a dollar bill. I've got some Thai baht here, even though I'm not in Thailand, and you need 2 paper clips, and you just put them in one side like that. Put this one on one side. You can see that 2 separate paper clips and the dollar bill, and you tell the kid, watch very carefully. And as though by magic, they have linked. Now this is a magic trick that you can show and teach to the kids. So the whole idea is you teach them how to do this, and then you tell them to go to different people to show them the magic. That will get them off your tail, unfortunately at the expense of others, but at least you get some peace and quiet. And I'll teach you how to do this. So you need a dollar bill, and you're going to Z-fold it like that. Then you take one paper clip, and you're going to clip it on the outside fold with the center fold. So just like that. Now you don't want to fold it or clip it over the entire 3 folds. Note, it's on the outside fold and in the center. And for the other one, you're going to do it the same way, but on the opposite side. So notice, that's exactly the situation you want to be at. Now this is what we call a self-working piece of magic. You hold the 2 short edges of the bill and you're just going to give a quick pull. And as though by magic, these paper clips will link by themselves, and there you have, saving yourself from urban disaster. Well, I hope you've enjoyed these urban hacks with paper clips. If you've got any other good suggestions or ideas, please leave them in the comments below. I love to learn more. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.